Hey y'all, it's Angel, your best friend who happens to be a therapist. I still can't believe they talked me into doing a podcast, but here I am and here we go. I'm not gonna lie to you, we gonna talk about everything. Nothing's off limits, the good, bad, and the ugly. So put your seatbelt on and enjoy the ride.
Hi, friends. I am back with one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. He is my firstborn, my Tootie Two, my Makai, my precious baby boy.
Yeah.
Yay. Thank you for joining me, son.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Oh, look at you. Oh, he went from like baby voice to you're welcome. Okay, all right. So today I brought him on because the very first podcast that I did was on anger management and being able to regulate your emotions and not overreact. And, remember on the scale of 0 to 10, getting below a 5 before you make decisions, yada, yada, yada. Go back and listen to it if you like before you listen to this one, because this one is kind of like a part 2. So that episode, I was upset because of what?
My grades.
Right. He had the nerve to bring home 2 D's on his report card. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he learned quite fast that wasn't acceptable. In all fairness, that was the first time in school that he had actual grades, because prior to this year, you were still getting like S's and E's and like...
Yeah, I didn't get like A's and B's in 4th.
Right, in 4th grade. So in 5th grade this year, now we're done with 5th grade. So I wanted to wait until after the school year ended to do this, because today's topic is about consequences. And most of the time, when people say consequences, like what's the first thing you think of?
Bad.
Right. But that's not true. So, there's 2 types of consequences.
Good and bad.
Yes. See? Look at you. But that is the first thing people think about, is when you say to somebody, there's going to be consequences to your decisions or consequences to your actions, people automatically assume bad consequences. So there are positive consequences and there are negative consequences, right? And well, first of all, let's talk about a consequence. What's a consequence?
It's basically like the effect of your actions.
I love that. Yes. Yes, Ka. Yes. So it is the result of your behavior or decision, right? So you make a good decision, you're more likely to get positive consequences. You make a bad decision, you're more likely to get negative consequences, right? And so positive consequences, what we use in parenting, we use those to reinforce good behavior or behavior that you want to see repeated. But not only in parenting does positive consequences come up, right? So positive consequences are also known as rewards, praise, attention, and we get these in so many different areas of life. You get it at work, because if you do well at work, you can earn a bonus. That's a positive consequence. In school, right? You work hard in school and get good grade and get a good test scores, you get good grades. And with good grades, you get on the honor roll, right? Which is an award. If you pay your bills, just as adults, if you pay your bills in full and on time, you get an awesome credit score, right? And even in consumerism, right? So they do it in when you go shopping. That whole buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one 50% off. Those are like positive consequences from buying this. So we're going to give you a reward for buying something that we want you to buy. So positive consequences are everywhere in life. It's just people don't really think about them in that way. So what about negative consequences? These are the ones I feel like everybody is familiar with, right?
Yeah.
So they're used to decrease a behavior or decrease a decision or stop a behavior, right? So that's more of like discipline, punishment. So that's like taking things away, loss of privileges, timeouts, right? There's also natural consequences, right? So if you play with a toy too rough, what will happen with it?
It'll break.
It'll break. And if it breaks, where does it go?
Trash.
Exactly. So now, if you play too rough with your toy, you messed it up. That's called a natural consequence. But a negative consequence would be losing your privileges.
Yeah.
So what happened with you when you brought Deez home?
I couldn't play the game.
And he's a gamer, y'all. He loves gaming.
Wasn't it? I can't watch YouTube too?
Yeah, you had no YouTube. You had no Xbox.
That was mostly it. I could do everything else.
Well, you still do your sports. We didn't take that away.
Yeah.
We didn't take away. The only TV time you had was like 30 minutes before bedtime.
Or I could just binge watch my shows on Netflix.
He's seen them all. Thanks to COVID. During COVID, you watched every damn thing. There was nothing extra to watch.
Well, there was some new updates, so I watched a few things.
A few things. Okay, all right.
A few.
So it wasn't too bad. So, did it work?
Yeah.
It did? So tell me, why do you say it worked? What happened?
Because during, when it was about to be Christmas break, on like the second quarter, we got our report cards for that quarter, and I got like A's and B's and only one C. So y'all gave me back my privileges to game and everything. And then I got D's on the next one, and so then y'all took it back away. But then it kept working because on the last quarter, I got all A's and B's.
You got honor roll.
Yeah.
You got honor roll. You finished with the bang. All right. Negative consequences. They show up everywhere in life. Like, you break the law, you go to jail. If you don't pay your car note.
What's that?
Your car note. So it's when you buy your car and you buy it with a loan and you have to pay a certain amount every month.
Oh.
If you don't pay it, the owners of the car
take it away.
Will come and take their shit. They will come and you'll come outside and be like, where's my car? And then you realize, I ain't paying my note. They took it back. Yes, they will repossess your car. If you lie to people, what happens?
They yell at you?
No. If you lie to people, they won't trust you. That's a negative consequence. To not be able to tell somebody something and they believe you, right? And that's a natural consequence. If you don't nurture your relationships, right, you won't have a relationship. And when you get older, when you get older and you get a girlfriend, if you don't nurture that relationship by spending time with her, being nice to her, doing things that she wants to do, and vice versa. She has to be nice to you, spend time with you, doing things that you want to do. If you all don't do that for each other, then it's going to end. Right? You got for things to grow, you got to pour some effort and time into it. So if you don't do that, so that would be a negative consequence. But what I will say about consequences, the most important part is consistency. Right? So consistency is key because if you want them to work, but if you don't do them, life will teach you consequences. Like we, gave some examples earlier, right? If you go to work and you do well at work, you'll get a bonus. If you don't go to work and don't do well at work, you're going to get fired. Yeah. That's a natural consequence, right? Or if you break the law, you're going to jail. A natural consequence. So I recommend parents to teach your children consequences. And this is like, this podcast really isn't for parents and kids. It's really just kind of in life in general. But in the case of parent and child, I recommend you teach them consequences because if you don't, then life will. And those life consequences are way worse than the loss of an Xbox, right? Or the loss of your privileges at home. So earlier, Makai, you said we took your stuff away. Then Christmas time, right before Christmas, you came home with good grades that quarter. And then we gave you privileges back. And then you messed up again. So that's why I was saying consistency is key, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're not consistent, then the behavior that you want is going to go away. What happened with that? You forgot?
Yeah. Basically, I did forget. Once I got my privileges back, I forgot all about it.
You forgot. So, do you think that's going to happen this year?
No.
Why? What do you think is different?
Because I experienced it for the first time.
Oh, you experienced the taking away and then getting awards. Because what did you get extra for coming home on honor roll?
Wait, do you remember? Because I don't remember. All I remember is I got the game back and watching YouTube back.
And you get to have a great summer.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't come home
I would have
on honor roll,
I would have had a bad summer.
Yeah, your summer would suck right now. You would be blown.
Yeah.
But because you came home with honor roll, there's really nothing this summer that you want to do that we're not going to do.
Yeah, because when I was at school and they were announcing honor roll and principal list, I was literally shaking. Like my bones were shaking for a second. Then when they called me up, I was like, oh, yes, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm relieved.
Because you wanted your summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he likes to sleep in. He likes to play his game.
Wait, I wouldn't be able to sleep in on the summer?
No.
Wait, what would I be doing?
You would get up and do schoolwork. Like right now, so during the summer, because what's my thing? If you don't use it, you lose it, right? So over the summer, I have them doing tutoring. So right now, because you and Cree did well, you're only going to get tutoring twice a week. Well, no, you only get 1 hour a week. Cree's going to get it split up twice a week. So
like 30 minutes per week. Per day.
Cree is.
Yeah.
But you're going to do a whole hour.
Okay.
Right. But if you had not, no, you would be getting tutoring.
Every day.
Yes. Or not maybe every day, but at least 3 to 4 days a week.
Or about like 3 hours?
Yeah, so you would have to get up. I mean, you still got to get up and go to camp. But, either way, you would not be able to sleep in on the days that you could. You would be getting up working. So, So what did you learn?
What did I learn?
Mm-hmm.
From the consequences?
Mm-hmm.
To make sure that you get your stuff done first. That you need to first. And then worry about the fun stuff later.
And what's our family motto?
Work hard, then play hard.
Yeah, we mean it, don't we? We mean it. Is there anything that we could have done better to help you learn this lesson?
Learn about consequences?
Or just learn about working hard and playing hard later?
Maybe y'all could like explain the consequences. Because y'all always said in the motto, work hard, then play hard. And then you say, if you don't work, then you won't play. So I was thinking the way y'all weren't. I was thinking, if I didn't work hard, I wouldn't be able to just, play. But y'all never, I was thinking I could play, on the TV, play basketball. Just get on virtual stuff and play, not outside and play.
Oh,
because I was young back then. I used to go outside and play.
So you wanted a specific list of everything that you were going to lose if you didn't work hard.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll make sure before 6th grade start, you have your specific list. Do you think you need it again, or you think you already know?
No game, no TV. Will it get worse?
It will get worse. Yes. We'll take away sports. You won't be able to do sports. Yeah. It gets worse. We'll take away TV altogether. We will take away everything that is needed for you to be successful. Do you understand that it's so that we as your mom and dad want you to be successful as an adult? Do you understand that that's the real lesson?
No, not really.
So remember when I was giving examples earlier about like if you don't go to work and work hard,
You
you get fired. What's your job right now?
dishes.
That's your chore. Dishes are your chore. What's your job? Where do you get up and go
School.
to work? Right. You get up and go to work every day. So if you don't do well at school, which is your job, what happens?
Get fired.
Yeah. Well, you stay back, really.
Or you get expelled.
You would get expelled from the schools that you go to. They will not tolerate certain GPAs and they will ask you to leave. Yes. Right. And so these lessons are not just for school, but they're for life too. Like all the other examples that I gave, right? Like about and you have to go to work because you got to pay your bills, right? And if you don't pay your bills, you don't have a good credit score. If you have a bad credit score, you can't buy shit, can't get no loans. And you need to be able to do that to buy a house, cars, the things that you want. So what advice do you have for others when it comes to working hard and playing hard and consequences? What advice you got to give to the people?
Triple check everything that you do that's hard work. Because you never know. I think double check is not enough.
Okay, that's good advice. Triple check, especially when it's important.
Yeah.
Just to make sure you got it right. I also think that triple checking is also part of doing your best, right? Because if you're taking the time and the effort to triple check something, you're definitely doing your best. And what do we say around here? If you do your best is what?
Good enough.
It is. Would you say that you were doing your best when you was getting D's? Were you doing your best when you was getting D's?
No.
No. Were you? Like, not at all. You weren't even trying.
2Ds? No.
Right.
I wasn't trying.
Yeah. I'm happy that you got it. Any other advice you got to give to them? Because that was a good one. Triple check.
Like, work hard. And I mean, work hard like you got 3 jobs.
Work hard.
Yeah.
Like you got 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Because if you work hard, you get what?
Rewards.
Yeah.
Good ones.
Good ones.
And if you work 3 jobs, you'll get 3.
All right. You get triple the reward. I see where you're going with it.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with it. I love that. Well, thank you, Makai.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing this personal experience with others. I think that it's going to be helpful. And now, so when someone says consequences, are you still going to assume it means negative?
It might take time for me to get off of the negative part, but yeah.
But at least your brain will go somewhere
Yeah.
else eventually.
Yeah.
I love that. It'll take time. I love you too.
Because for consequences, for my whole 10 years, I've been thinking bad.
Okay, you need time to change your frame of thinking.
Yeah.
To reframe it.
Yeah.
That's fair. So fair. You're so smart.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you too.
All right, Tootie. Let's tell the people peace out.
Peace.
Because he about to go game. I pulled him away from his game to get this done.
Yeah.
So now he's ready to go back
Yeah, and win a victory royale.
and win a victory royale like you did. Hell, honor roll is a victory royale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Fortnite school.
Fortnite school.
Yeah.
Get out of here. All right, y'all. All right, friends.
Peace.
Consequences. Positive, negative. My advice is just to be consistent. Because like Kai said, we gave it back to him a little too soon. Because he forgot. So now, he ain't going to forget no more.
Yep.
We gave it back a little too soon. So let's all learn from our mistake.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to I'm Not Gonna Lie to You podcast. Subscribe for more insightful and down-to-earth content. And don't forget to follow us on social media at An Angel's Touch 8 on Instagram and An Angel's Touch Therapy on Facebook.